Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the North Star State, where the sounds of the Yahler horn and the Skol chant echo throughout U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, and he won't quite make it to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Let's go now.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Jets defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Now Jones. Pass right side caught by Thornton. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up a 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Let's go. 60.
Throwing Jones. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Down to the 42, 2nd down. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
That's good.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Well, an unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll go play action here with Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Williams. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A gain of a yard.
Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop. Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Byron Young showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 18.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another Jets.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll go again with Hall. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys... get the football back. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with a run by Mason. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And the Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to step up and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Off play action. Jones. This is caught by Addison. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
17 yards.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
35. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, remember they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
First carry here for Kene Nwangu. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And this throw will be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pick up of 6. brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack.
It's now 3rd and down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And out. A little across the 25 to the 27. But once again, here comes Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you're...
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets are once again back in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 14-10.
Vikings 10.
They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Slant route, and he's got Addison. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Mason. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now Hall to start the drive. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Williams.
His throw incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets first down.
They'll give to Hall. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Bobby Brown on the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Hall again. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
What is going on?
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Jets are going to get a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Back to the ground with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
And it's 3rd down.
To the air, Williams. That is caught. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
It's a game
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Williams. This pass out wide to Hall. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Back to throw. Jones. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on third down. Jones. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse.
Instead, it's 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Jets offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. He's been a tough man to stop in this first half. He's putting up some big numbers already, and we have yet to reach halftime.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Working out of the gun, Williams.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 44.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Williams looking to do it himself. Now this thrown deep for Slayton.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here's Williams. A final shot before break. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
So, well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
A short throw taken in by Conklin.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for the Jets. First down. A gain of 15.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Second down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Looking to throw. Williams.
There's a short one. It's caught by Tanner.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, New York.
Back to throw. Williams. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 3.
Looking to throw. Williams. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 16 yards. That's another Jets first down.
Here's a give to Hall. He can't get him down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now an option play on second down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Caleb Williams
Keeping it himself from 8 yards out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
and able to get this out to the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Looking to put a drive together. Now Jones. Off play action.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Back to throw. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Right side, Thornton with it.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's pulled in at the 32. A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And they will take over first and 10.
And New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's good for the Jets. First down.
A handoff for Hall.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun, Williams. And this is going to be caught that they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and 19.
Now it's the backup Cousins.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. Down the sideline he goes. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mason going to get it on first down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
At the 36-yard line.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Josh Hines-Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Jones. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
They had picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
First and 10 at the 39.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
He hits Dobbs on the crosser.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
16 yards. That's another Jets first down.
Now Cousins.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A
2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
An extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing Jones. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
Jones now from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
On the give, it's Mason.
And just shutting him off there. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
On the option right, it's Jones.
And he lost the football. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense so far on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Joshua Hines-Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
42-yard line.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Setting up the screen here to Edwards. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff out. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. And, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. 108 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Hall. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Jets, 1st down.
Play fake. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Cousins to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. When coaches come into a game, and now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mason. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
The punt team and Vernon out there as he gets this one away.
Fair catch. Signaled for
The Jets offense and receiver Garrett Wilson ready to get going again. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further.
So the penalty there for a block in the back.
And that's when we normally see a blocker put his hands up right away to say, no, I didn't do it. But this time, yes, you did.
A give running right is Hall.
There he goes, right side.
He's on his way. Breece Hall.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, Charles, just impressive in all three phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the fourth quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort, really well executed. Congratulations to them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he returns this to the 22. The Vikings head out to take over once again. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off play action. Jones.
This one brought in by Jefferson. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And now out come the Jets.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Jets, first down.
Cousins here to throw.
Once again, Rucker down the left sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Not even a little bit. Oh, Lord.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets.
But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Jets, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they drop below 500